everyone. Today I'm sharing 7 beautiful coastal projects that are budget friendly, easy to make, and look like they came straight from a high-end boutique. If you are into elegant coastal decor but you don't love the designer price tags, then today's DIYs are for you. I hope you enjoy. Now let's get right into them. For the first DIY today, I'm going to be starting out with this 4x6 photo frame from Dollar Tree. I'm then going to be taking the frame completely apart and then painting it with some white chalk paint and then letting that paint completely dry. Then I'm going to be adding some of this spackling that I have. It goes on pink when it's wet, and then when it dries white. I'm applying it with this plastic spatula from Dollar Tree, and then after I have it applied, I'm then going to use some of these small seashells that I had from my craft stash, and I'm just pressing them down into the spackling. And then I also added some white pearls that I had that are also from Dollar Tree. I worked in 4 different sections going around my frame, and I did the exact same steps. I just applied the spackling and smoothed it out to my liking before adding those mini seashells and the white pearls. Once I had all of it added around all 4 sections of my frame, I then let that dry completely overnight. I then printed off this sailboat picture. I did purchase it from Etsy, and then I placed it inside of my frame. And this is what it looks like all finished. I think it turned out so beautiful. I think it looks super high-end, like you would purchase this piece from a store like Pottery Barn, and it was super easy and inexpensive to create. Next up is DIY number 2. For this project, I'm going to be using one of these shells that I purchased from Hobby Lobby, and then one of these really beautiful printed napkins that I got from Home Goods. I'm then going to be taking the backing off of the napkin so that it's just the top printed layer. And then to apply the napkin, I'm going to be using some Mod Podge and just applying that to the inside of my shell. Next, I'm taking the napkin and then just pressing that down over top of the glue and just very carefully pressing it down over the shell. I then used some more Mod Podge on the top layer of the napkin just to make sure that everything is nice and sealed. And then once that's dried down a little bit, I used some scissors to just cut that excess napkin from around the shell. Then to add an elegant detail, I'm using some antique gold rub and buff, and I'm applying it to the entire outside edge of the shell. This little trinket dish is so easy to create, and I ended up placing my rings in mine, and I just love the look of it here on my end table. Now moving along into DIY number 3. For this one, I'm going to be using this framed mirror from Dollar Tree. I'm just going in and taking it apart and setting the frame aside since I will not be using it for this project. I'm then painting that backing piece with some white chalk paint, and then I'm going to go in and hot glue the mirror right in the center of this piece. Then, because you can see a glare from my lights in the top of my basement ceiling, I'm going to go ahead and put a scrap piece of wood over this just so you're not staring at the ceiling while I create my frame. So now I'm going in and hot gluing random shells that I have. Most of them are from Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree, and I'm just rotating between the types of shells that I use. And then I'm also going to be using some white pearls from Dollar Tree and just hot gluing those inside of some of the shells and around some of the shells. And I did end up adding a rope hanger on the back, but I did lose that clip. This is what the piece looks like when it's all finished. I think it turned out so beautiful. This was such a fun piece to create, and I just had a lot of fun with this one. I hope you like it too. Next up is DIY number 4. For this project, I'm using this unfinished wooden tray from Hobby Lobby. It's from their Woodpile brand that they have there. And I'm also using these blue, white, and green sea glass pieces that are also from Hobby Lobby. I started by placing the glass inside of my tray, and I'm just rotating between the colors, and I'm leaving a small gap between each one of my glass pieces so that I'm able to grout it once I have everything attached. Once I have all of my glass pieces set down, I needed to go back through and actually attach them. I'm using E6000 on the back side of my glass, and then I just pressed it back into place. I liked putting all of my glass pieces down before attaching them, just so that I know that everything's gonna fit perfectly and that there's no mistakes. So after I have everything all glued down, I then mixed up some of this white grout. This I also got from Hobby Lobby, and then I just started placing it over top of the glass pieces and then making sure that that grout is getting into all of the spaces between the glass. Now, this is the first time I've ever done this, so I really didn't know what I was doing, but I just started applying it with my hands, obviously while wearing a glove, and then I realized that probably wasn't the best method, so then I switched and started using this plastic spatula from Dollar Tree, and I was just able to get the grout in the corners a lot better this way. And then once I had it all over top of the glass, I ended up using an old gift card to just wipe away that excess so there wasn't like so much over top. Then to get the grout off of the glass, I used a damp sponge and I just started wiping it away. And you want to use the sponge only one swipe per side, and then rinse your sponge out really well and make sure that it's barely even damp. So I did this over and over again until I had all of the grout off of the glass, and it looks now like this. Then I let that sit overnight. And then now I'm going to be going in with some white paint and painting all of those unfinished wood areas. Once that was dry, I wanted to have a little bit of distressing, so I just used some sandpaper to do that. And then I thought it would be really cute if I added some rope around both handles. So here I'm doing it on the right side and just using hot glue to attach the rope. And then I did the same thing on the left side. And here's the tray all finished. This one was by far, I think, my favorite to make. I cannot wait to try more projects just like this one. Let me know what you guys think down in the description. For DIY number 5, this one is so easy. I'm using these shells that I had in my stash, as well as these mini magnets, and then these wooden cubes from Dollar Tree. So for the shells that have the rounded portion on the inside, I needed to have something to make them flat, so that's where these cubes are coming in. I'm using some E6000 and then some hot glue on the back side of the cube, and I'm just attaching that to the inside portion of my shell, and then use some more of both of the types of glue to attach my magnet. I did those same steps for all of the other shells that had the rounded inside portion, and then for the shells that had more of a flat surface on the back, I was able to just use the glue to attach the magnets straight to the shell. Again, I used the E6000 and the hot glue to make it stick really fast. And then I ended up just printing some of my family vacation photos and using the shell magnets to display them on my refrigerator. This was a super easy project, and I think they look really cute on my refrigerator displaying my family photos. Next up is DIY number 6. For this project, I'm using this 8x10 photo frame from Dollar Tree, and I'm just taking the frame apart, and then the glass piece I'm removing completely because I will not be using it. Then I'm taking the backing, and I'm just using that piece as a guide to cut some of this linen fabric out. I'm going to be applying it to the entire back portion of this piece. I used some hot glue around all 4 sides and then just wrapped that fabric around so that it's just the front that's covered with the fabric. I'm then going to be using some antique gold rub and buff to apply around the edges just to change the look of the gold that's on the frame. I'm then going to be using 9 of these shells that I had. I'm doing 3 different color blues, and then I'm going to be doing 3 shells of each color. So once the blues are all dry, I then went through with a white colored paint and just started adding some detail. I did stripes on a few of the shells as well as some polka dots, and just wanted them to look really cute and have some detail. Then for around the edges of all of my shells, I use that same antique gold rub and buff to just give it a really nice, elegant look. I'm then taking all 9 of my shells, getting them spaced the way I want to on the backing of that frame, and then I went back through and hot glued each one of them back down. I then glued that matte piece that came with the frame over top of my fabric around my shells and then placed everything back together in the frame. And that was the last step. This is what the piece looks like all finished. I had so much fun painting all of these shells with the different designs, and I think it looks so beautiful. And now we have the seventh and final DIY today. For this one, I'm going to be making seashell candlesticks, and I'm taking some of these shells that are a little bit more flat on the bottom, and I'm starting by just gluing 3 of them together like you can see how I have them here. I'm then just going to start making a tower of shells. Basically, it's just adding one on top of the other, and in any of the spots that have small open gaps, I'm adding smaller shells to give it some stability. I'm then going to be adding some of these white pearls on the inside of a few of the shells, and then a few on the outside, and then some of these small gold stars that I had in my craft stash. And again, just continuing those same steps over and over, just building this seashell tower. And then this shell that has a pretty deep opening on the inside is the one that I'm going to have for my candle. And again, adding those small shells to give it stability. I placed some of these candles from Dollar Tree inside of the top shells, and this is what they look like all finished. This one I love. It was super fun creating it, and it turned out better than I ever expected. That was it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And I would love to hear in the comments down below which project you loved most. Thank you so much for watching.